guys, welcome back to 417 Fox, your channel for the automotive DIY enthusiast. I am here at somewhere different today and somewhere very special. I could call it Fox Heaven because we do have a few Foxes here today, but I'm also here at Cobras, LXs, and GTs. So what's happening?
Hey, we're doing it.
Heck yeah, man.
We're here.
So I didn't just get here, so I have to be completely honest. We can't quit talking. And that's what happens when the Fox Brotherhood gets together, because when we start talking about Fox bodies, I don't worry about cameras, I don't worry about anything else. We just start talking about cars. So that's what we're going to take you around here today and show you. Got some really cool cars to show you, and I've just been drooling just a little bit if we've been walking around this fantastic shop that you can see here that I'm a little bit jealous of. It's a little bit bigger than my shop by a lot, and it has some pretty cool cars in here. All right, guys, you can see I brought the 417 Fox out here today. GTs, Cobras, and LXs is pretty much a neighbor of mine. We live pretty much just about 35-40 minutes from each other, which is pretty cool. And discovered that through some of our messaging and also some of the YouTube live feeds that Cobras, LX, and GTs does. And I've discovered that guy. Matter of fact, he gave me a shirt today, so I can't wait to wear that on my next video with you guys. Just gonna take you through his shop here. And me and him have been talking about, of course, my favorite car that's in this shop, which is a low mileage, 3-owner, right?
3-owner. I'm the third owner.
You're the third owner.
Yeah, third owner.
93 Cobra, teal, which everybody wants a teal Cobra, right? The interior on this car, guys, I'm gonna tell you what, I opened the interior up in this car and it took me back to 1993 because it doesn't look much different than that if you would have bought one right off the car lot. So I'm gonna open this door and I'll let him kind of tell you a little bit about this interior and how good this thing looks.
So this is all original. I know I've said that in a lot of my videos, but usually, you know, these blend leather back in '93, you know, usually these are all wrinkled real bad. You know, they get really wore, wrinkled everywhere. This is pretty much almost brand new.
It looks like brand new. And how many miles does this car have on it?
46,000.
46,000 miles. And guys,
it smells like new in here.
It does. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Guys, 46,000 mile Teal Cobra. I think probably every one of us watching this, and if you're not already watching his channel, you need to go over to Cobras, LXs, and GTs. I'll put a screenshot and link to his channel down here in my description, but you absolutely have to go check out his page because he's got some of the coolest cars around and some great content as well. Now, going around this car, guys, I've done looked this car over and over, and there's not much you could find about this car that is not perfect. You know, of course, a car that's dang near 30 years old, they're not going to be 100% perfect, but this is close to it. I am so impressed. And also, this is actually a very early build on one of these. Now, if you guys follow the 93 Cobra communities, you know this intake that's on this car is pretty dang rare. Now, how many, do you know exactly how many were made? It was like a couple of hundred with the early version, early engineering version of this intake?
Yeah, probably. This is number 397.
I know those are very desirable. So there's no performance difference. It's just because they made very few of those intakes on these cars.
Yeah, because this is number 397. This is earlier Teal Cobra. And like he said, you know, you got your flatter intake over here, and they only made those up until so many.
So very clean car. This car has every VIN tag on it, so you know this car's never been in an accident.
The only thing that's been done is the cold air, which I will be putting that back to stock air box.
That's an easy fix. Yeah, totally easy fix.
You can see we've got the original markings, like when it's on the factory line.
Yeah, your grease pin they put on there.
They put these markings on here for some, you know, just everything's on here really with the car.
Wow, just absolutely love these cars.
Yep.
Who doesn't want a 93 Teal Cobra? Yep. I'm just a little bit jealous, guys, coming over here and hanging out with Cobras, LXs, and GTs, because guess what else he has? Probably the most beautiful 83 GT I've ever seen. Because how many 83 GTs still look like it rolled off the showroom floor? Not many. Plus this car has a few things hiding under the hood that the novice would not be able to tell is there. All right, so take me around this car. Tell me a little bit about it. You can, you've got a pretty cool story on how this car was restored and the gentleman that owned it before you.
I know I probably said this on some of my videos, but bought it from a guy in his early 70s. He started restoring it when he was 50, and then he finished it 2 years later.
Wow.
So it's like, what, an 18-year-old restoration?
Yeah, oh my gosh, this thing looks like it was restored 2 months ago.
Yeah. So he tried to restore it as close as the stock look as he could. So, of course, the wheels aren't going to be stock, but...
Oh man, but in my opinion, they add to it.
So, like, these chrome ponies just set the car off. Really.
Look at those.
But,
And those are 17 inches, right?
17
Man, they look good. That chrome with that color just sets this car off. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how well it shows up on video, but the paint on this car, and as you know, I'm a little bit of a paint guy. I am flabbergasted when I look at the paint on this car, because I mean, to be an 18-year-old restoration and still look like this, there's no haze in it. It looks fresh. He won't even sell me the car. I don't know why.
It's hard to sell these two girls, I know, but like on the motor, it is a roller motor, I've said before. So he did try to keep it as stock looking as possible on this. Like I said, it's a roller motor now. F303 cam, 4-barrel Holley. You know, just shorties on it. It's got Mac exhaust all the way down it. It does have the 8.8 rear end in it now.
A lot of great upgrades.
So, yeah.
And if you look under the hood, by first look, it looks pretty sanitary and looks fairly stock, but this thing's not stock.
Nope.
Chops a little bit with that cam in it, doesn't it?
Everybody loves it. Everywhere I drive the car, everybody just gets crazy over it. AC, got the AC going on there.
We gotta have the AC.
I don't even use it. I don't even use the AC in the car.
You probably don't drive it enough to use the AC.
Not too much, really, not too much.
Now today we could get by without AC here in Southwest Missouri today. It's actually pretty cool to be, you know, as hot as it has been, but we got heat advisories for tomorrow.
It's supposed to be 100 today,
but it
ended up not
we had rain, and so it's not really happened.
So today was a good day.
Very good day. Very good day. I got to show you guys the interior on this car, because the interior on this car, wow. Let me just say, wow. So look at this. Look at this interior. Look at these door panels. Look at these seats.
Those are the original door panels to the car.
I don't know what to say when I look at this car. I mean, take you back into 1983. I could have been a 7-year-old sitting in that back seat when this car was new. As we continue to walk around Fox Heaven in here, I don't even want to tell you the stash the guy has right back in there, because when I went in there, it was like a kid in the candy store, all the stuff that I was seeing he's got stored back in there. We continue to walk around this fantastic shop and what I'm calling Fox Body Heaven in here, because it absolutely is. I'm going to take you through this 90 notch that just got sold, that's going to go to a fantastic new home. I'm a little jealous about this car. These Pony R's really set these off. You know, not a big pony fan, because that's what used to be on my old one, but when it comes to 17-inch ponies, I'm all about it. Now I'm going to mention this. So, and he's also mentioned it on his channel too. The paint work probably did not turn out quite as good as he had hoped on this car. When I looked at this car, you know, paint and body being kind of one of my things, and that's one of the things that's focused on this channel, I was really disappointed when I seen the paint on this car too, to see somebody spend their hard-earned money to pay somebody to do what they was expecting a professional paint job and not quite get that. Is this paint savable on this car? Can it end up looking professional? I think so, but to send it like that, that's where paint guys get a bad name, to charge a professional rate to paint a car, but not give a professional job. And that's what this channel's about. If you don't want to take your time, effort, and energy and money to spend to have somebody do it for you, do it yourself. Because then guess what? You control every bit of it. And there's enough info out here on YouTube between this channel and other channels that can step you through every part of the way to get your car properly painted and doing it DIY that's still a professional result. But you know, the thing is, guys, is you can take a car, they're still out there. You can still find solid cars, even if they're a 4-cylinder car to start with. And if you can find a good, solid car to start with, and you do the work yourself, and there's so much info out there on YouTube between channels like mine, channels like his, with Brutal, and Foxcast, and Demon Fox, and all the different channels that are out there.
Gearhead 704.
Gearhead 704. Hey, I've been watching that guy since he started.
He's got a lot of good content too, you guys, so go check out Gearhead 704.
Really good how-tos, and very specific how-tos. And if it was, you know, you got Matt on there, and of course, matter of fact, hey Matt, I just bought some new window rails from Fox Resto. But them and Gearhead put out some really, really good how-tos, similar to what I do, because I think, you know, everybody's not about that, but I think if you only give somebody the cake, there's a lot of guys out there that want to know what the ingredients were for that cake. And I'm one of those kind of guys where I don't want to see you say, hey, here's where I started and here's where I finished. And that's cool. I like to see those videos too, but when I'm doing something for myself, I want to see, give me every ingredient you put in that car. And you know what? If I don't want to hear all that, guess what I'll do? I'll fast forward. Right? So, and that's something Gearhead and Matt, you know, Matt do real good with his channel. There's been some really good stuff that I've not seen any other Fox Body channels that got that in depth into, say, pulling a dash out, doing a heater core, doing all the different things that they're doing on that channel. And you know, and Matt is of course about restoring cars more original. And
now you guys, everybody has their own little thing on their channel. Like all these Fox channels are good. Everybody has their own little piece of the pie that they can bring to the table. You know, I really consider myself more as an entertainment kind of channel, entertaining. You know, I don't do a lot of how-tos, but I will every now and then.
Oh, he's entertaining, all right.
So I'm just a hillbilly, man. You know, just love foxes, like to just mess with them, buy them, sell them, whatever. You know, that's just the way I am. I'm just more of a, you know. Now I'll do stuff on the channel too, but
sure,
you know, I'm just more of just an entertaining kind of deal. You know.
Oh, and that's why I watch his channel. That's how I come across him. I figured out, you know, kind of who he was by watching his channel and realized we live really close to each other. So I'm like, man, we got to hook up. You know, you absolutely have to hook up, and I think that's what the beauty of YouTube and also the Fox community in general is, that, you know, it's really a brotherhood, and there's all different sizes, shapes, and colors of what's out there, and that's what the beauty of it is because we can all get something from each one of these channels. Because I think everybody does bring something a little bit different, you know, like Brutal. He's totally budget guy, right? Everything on his channel is budget, you know, and I'm all for budget. And, you know, of course, we all know what Foxcast is about. He's all about the coyote swaps. Now, not everything on the channel is coyote swap, but that's really what the channel's famous for. Gag it a little bit.
I don't like getting on them too much. Everybody knows me, you know. They know I don't like to.
I guess I should have drove, so I could have scared him a little bit.
I can scare you, but you know, there's one thing that about me, I'm old school. A lot of people already know that on my channel. I'm old school, but I also respect people's shit. So that's just the way I am, you know. I'll get on a little bit, but you know, I'm not gonna burn the tires off or nothing. But man, you guys, this is such a nice car. I do love this car. He did a really good job on this. I'm very happy that he let me drive the car.
I'm glad to let you, man.
Yeah, it was a really, really cool drive here.
We're pulling up back up in here in the Fox Heaven again.
Yeah, here's the old. I think I got used to this car, didn't I?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Every one of them drives a little different, just like you said. Yeah. Well, that was fun, man.
It was too.
All right, brother.
Man, I appreciate you letting me drive this.
Oh, you're welcome, man. We'll do it again.
Oh yeah, we will do it again. Hey, we're out of here. We'll see you on the next video.
See you guys. All right, guys, it has been fun. He's been hanging out over here at Cobras, LXs, and GTs, Fox Heaven, and of course I might have to sign his road in front of his house as I leave. Hopefully he doesn't get too mad at me. I didn't ask him if I could do that, but